these are my reasons that I love it. And so this picture, the top right circle with the little arrows and the little blocks, that's sort of showing you the pathway of the oxidative phosphorylation or the electron transport chain in the mitochondria. So this is how your body makes energy. You just move electrons up and down, get a little bit of energy out of that, create a proton gradient. Then all the protons drop through this turbine in the cell and create energy. Okay, the byproduct being those unpaired electrons and then inflammation. So the Mediterranean diet lets that process happen very efficiently and effectively and neutralizes all of the bad guys. So number one, avoid ultra-processed foods. And I'm going to talk about that briefly because that's a whole talk on itself. That is the number one reason I think this diet works, is the avoidance of ultra-processed foods, factory-made, fake foods, things that you would not find in nature. You would never go out camping and find ruffles growing on a tree. So if you don't think this is something that you could find somewhere, like, you know, if you have a plant and you pull up the root and it's a Cheeto, that doesn't happen. So I think if you start to think of it that way, like if I had an 80-year-old grandmother from Italy, what would she make me for dinner? She is not pulling out a Hot Pocket and throwing it in the microwave. Okay, she's going to make you homemade pasta in a natural way with fresh ingredients that she probably walked to the store and bought for you that day. Okay, start thinking about it that way. Okay, moderate alcohol is okay in this diet, so you don't have to be a teetotaler. In fact, studies show over and over again, and there's some controversy here too, and I'm sure there's some physicians out there that would completely disagree with me. Most studies seem to show that no alcohol is just as bad as a lot of alcohol. For some reason, a little bit of alcohol helps, whether it's by hormesis, which means that it stresses the cells just enough to make them stronger, or it just makes your blood pressure drop. Nobody really has figured this out fully, but it appears that moderate alcohol, particularly red wine, because of the resveratrol, seems to be helpful. And by moderate, I mean 1 to 2 glasses at the most a day. And then phytochemicals, we talked about that. Huge part of the reason this diet is awesome. And it endorses whole natural foods that you cook at home. And that's right next to avoid ultra-processed foods. So those two go hand in hand. Moderate exercise is a part of this diet and lifestyle. And then everything together, the whole combined situation of this Mediterranean lifestyle / diet, whatever you want to call it, reduces inflammation and oxidative stress. And that's been proven.